by Joseph Z. Haley. Politics is about performance. Performance, in the narrowest sense, refers to political actors' ability to initiate, manage and execute major, structural and institutional changes. This is definitely true for U.S. President Donald Trump and North Korean leader Kim Jong-un's series of diplomatic maneuvers that led to the historic summit in Singapore on Tuesday. Although there has been much skepticism over North Korea's willingness to completely surrender its nuclear arsenal, three circumstantial factors paved the way for the U.S. rapprochement with the North. First, the Panmunjom Declaration for Peace, Prosperity and Unification of the Korean Peninsula during the summit between Kim and South Korean President Moon Jae-in on April 27 provided a roadmap to ending the decades-long Korean War and normalizing U.S.-North Korea relations. Politically, the Korean War turned Northeast Asia into one of the most volatile regions in the world. During the fighting, the U.S. destroyed North Korea with massive firebombing campaigns. When the conflict ended in 1953, there was no winner or loser. Returning to the 38th parallel where the battle began, Washington and Pyongyang in July 1953 signed only an armistice to cease military operations. The countries are technically at war, and this hostility has complicated geopolitics on the peninsula ever since. During the Cold War, a peace treaty with North Korea was not perceived as being in the U.S. interest, because that would make it difficult for the U.S. to justify its ongoing military presence on the peninsula. Over the past few months, the Trump administration has abandoned the U.S.' long-standing hostility toward Pyongyang, and this creates a window of opportunity to pursue regional peace and stability. A second major development is that the U.S. has recognized North Korea as a legitimate nation-state. One reason for Washington's refusal to negotiate with Pyongyang in the past was its failure to understand the North Korean mode of government. Former U.S. President George W. Bush coined the phrase, "axis of evil," to demonize North Korea, Iran and Iraq as threats to global security. Reluctant to negotiate with Pyongyang, Washington predicted a regime collapse from within. However, this prediction never materialized. Despite a weak economy and widespread starvation in the 1990s, North Korea defied Western forecasts of its imminent demise. Neither a Soviet client state nor a product of revolutionary nationalism like China, Cuba and Vietnam, North Korea achieved an intense indigenization of Stalinism. What distinguishes North Korea from other socialist regimes is the consolidation of the Kim dynasty. It is the only communist state where succession has taken place, with founder Kim Il-sung (1912–1994) handing over power to his son Kim Jong-il (1941–2011), who then transferred rule to Kim Jong-un upon his death. Regime survival is always of key significance for North Korea and can only be achieved through a peace treaty with the U.S. Any other arrangement is meaningless. Without a peace treaty, the U.S. keeps the option of attacking North Korea. The Trump administration has shown a great deal of pragmatism by bringing Kim Jong-un to the negotiation table. The third factor is the resilience of the North's ideology of Juche, asserting one's identity and self-reliance. As a political discourse, Juche emphasizes territorial independence, economic self-sufficiency and collective defense against outside threats.